Thanks for taking the off-ramp to adventure. Today, we're going old school. And when I say old school, I mean prehistoric. She found one. Look at that. Right in the middle of the brush. I totally walked right by it. Dinosaur would have reached out and bit me. Seriously, you would never know this dinosaur world was back here. Yet you can hear the traffic. It's amazing. It's just like it's perfectly hidden from the public.
His tongue, I mean, it just looks real the way they made it.
It's got a tongue and everything. It does look real. Those teeth. Pretty darn convincing too, huh? It's kind of hard seeing that lion, wasn't it? But this is another massive dude, maybe 2 stories tall. And that's Kenworth going by. Ooh, these guys look pretty darn menacing, don't they? Listrosaurus. Man, could you imagine being alive during the time when these things roamed the earth? Picking up, going out to the front yard to grab the newspaper and go, whoa! Guy looks happy. He looks like a friendly little old dude. Oh man, he's cute. What is it? A Dimetrodon. Technically not a dinosaur because it walked with its legs out to the side like an alligator. Okay, that's cool stuff to know. Just found out the fin was for regulating temperature or attracting females. Huh. Okay, I didn't know how to pronounce these guys. Liliensternus. Okay, you guys who are into paleontology, you got one over on us. A Skeledosaurus. Ooh, this guy is spiny. Just wonder what you looking at. You ever get the feeling like you're being watched? Yeah, according to what they've got on these guys, they actually found pebbles in their stomach, which they think help these mathospondyls digest food. I'm never going to pass a grammar test on this one anyway. Yeah, I don't think this one was ever real. A little too shiny. Just saying. Wow! Look at the size of the stegosaurus. Yeah, these, I know. And they look so massive here, especially in this setting. I wish we could get closer, but we can't go beyond the ropes. So we gotta obey the rules because of COVID. But man, I wish you guys could see these. If you ever get a chance, go. Look at the tiny head they've got on them. They grew to be the size of an African elephant. They say their brain was the size of a pea. One of the funnest things to watch is the kids coming through here.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs! What's really neat is you walk through, you've got to pay attention because through the woods you can see dinosaurs too. I just kind of go back to a Jurassic Park kind of thing, like you're walking through the woods and all of a sudden, look, some kind of dinosaur. See him? See him back there? Right there. Ooh. I know you can see this one. Look at this massive dude, a Ceratosaurus. Never heard of one until today, but I know enough to know I don't want to run into one.
Well, this is the only one that had a horn. They don't know why. Maybe it was the difference between male and female. I think it's so interesting because they make a statement that the tail on this one had to be so long because the head was so big, and he would fall head forward if his tail wasn't as long as his head or outweighed his head.
So it's an engineering thing.
It really was.
Someone's like, okay, that's not going to work. Let's try this on the front. Let's put the horn here. Evidently that accessory paid off for him. I think we just met the daddy of them all. The one you would really not want to run into.
Yeah, because the three in front of him look like they have no clue he's there.
I think the three sitting in front of him are about to be lunch. And the prey looks like they have babies. What am I talking about? Look at this dude up here. Whoa!
Chasmosaurus.
Man, that dude's big. Seriously, he is about 2 stories tall. These guys here don't have a clue he's even there.
They say that they couldn't have lifted their head because of everything. They had so much weight on their skull.
Wow, that's a lot of weight. Can't lift your head. I've had those kind of Monday mornings.
And they were found in Canada.
In Canada, eh? Look at that monster. It's huge. Look at this. I'm going to walk under him. Having to turn the camera toward the sun. He's just massive. Try to imagine those teeth biting into you. This is an Allosaurus. Massive. Look at the claw on his foot. Just the one on the side. Huge spur like a big old chicken. But could do a lot more damage, I'm sure. Cue the dramatic music. Dum 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 dum. Paleosaurus?
Yeah, they actually named him in 1833 after they found his fossils. So they really didn't.
So he didn't have a name until 1833.
Named until 1833.
I'm glad they got you a name, buddy.
They discovered him in England, so they gave him a name.
Wow. Walking down on these things is like you're waiting for them to attack you. It's a Gastonia. Gastonia? No kidding, it's a Gastonia. Then, pterodactyl flying through the trees. Look, there's another one. That's why I'm saying you've got to really watch out around here. They're sneaking up on us. These guys were found in Utah, the Gastonians. Thick legs, low to the ground. They say they couldn't have run very quickly, and if you look at them, yeah, I'm with that one. It's among the best known of recent discoveries in Utah, where it was discovered by an amateur fossil hunter. Yeah, we've got a lot of dinosaur hunters out today. This place is packed. It's really hard to get good shots without having to wear a mask, but we're trying to obey. Look at that, through the trees. Awesome. Meet the iguanodon. Giant dinosaur walked on its hind legs. The second dinosaur ever named. What's really interesting is their remains have been found on every continent except Antarctica. Coincidence? I don't think so. Okay, take a look at this stegosaurus. Look at the face. Does that look like a parrot to you? They actually found complete skeletons of these guys. And they also made the discovery of the smallest dinosaur because of these guys. They were like a foot long, the one they found. And if you thought it looked like a parrot, it's because it does have parrot-like jaws. There you go, we won. Now, of all the dinosaurs we're seeing today, I can't wait to see this one. The Photosaurus. So what, it's not real?
No, it's not real. It's called the Photosaurus.
Photosaurus, so it's not real.
Right, it's 40 feet tall. It's 3,500 pounds.
Well, if it's not real, how come it's so big?
They want you to take a picture of it. You can see it from it's the only dinosaur you can see from the highway.
Can't complain about the walk. But I keep thinking I need to look over my shoulder like something is going to be there. And we come up on the Dawn redwood tree. This is the one they say that knew the dinosaurs. This thing, get this, can grow up to 100 feet, including 6 feet in just 1 year. They planted 10 in 2009, and this is one of them. Look at that, 2009, it has grown that tall. And just to the other side of Dinosaur World, it's really kind of funny, nobody has a clue it's back here. This is kind of the area we've been waiting for, because it is so mammoth, woolly mammoth. What's really interesting is both the male and the female had tusks, and they're really incisor teeth. Can you imagine trying to floss that? Seriously. The tallest one grew to be like 17 feet, as far as what they could tell from the bones that they found. Something I didn't know is that these guys came after the dinosaur. They have actually found paintings done by man in prehistoric caves. Look inside this tree. Are those shrooms? Wow, there's a deep in-cut in that tree. It's just freaky looking from here. Wow. I just feel like, well, you know what lunch feels like? No, I mean you being lunch. Oh, these things are massive. But these things actually roam. Man, oh man. I'm glad I missed it. I know, I feel sorry for these guys. Look at that thing on their heads.
Oh my God.
You know they got made fun of in school.
That is so ugly.
That's ugly.
They walk on their back feet.
And then look at that thing by their nose, their eyes, that
I don't know, we gotta find
bulbing-
out what that is. Look at those
Wow.
feet, how big.
These poor guys. Chentosauruses. I would think they'd be hedosauruses. Look at that thing coming with their head. Dinosauruses, they were massive. These things are at least a story and a half. They think that big, ugly thing on its head was for what?
Well, they don't know for sure. They think it could have been for smell.
Smell.
Or to make a sound, like rubbing it on something to make a sound.
Yeah,
Or
I can see
don't
that.
know.
I don't know.
Combat.
Combat.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
definitely got to
sorry.
have a purpose. I'm serious.
I'm sorry, but
it's-
those things are not pretty. I mean,
You can't help but feel sorry for them if you know those things actually existed. It's like, oh man.
how do they see around the things, on the knots on
Yeah.
the head?
Hold on, we're going to show you the knots again. First off, I have to show you kind of around the side. See their eye right there? And this big thing right there is a big old lump blocking their eyesight. So that would have made them, oh, look at those lips. Oh, gee, these guys just had all the strikes against them. So they would have to basically look sideways to see anything. They couldn't see anything this way. Oh, and I thought I had problems. It's what dinosaur?
The good mother dinosaur.
The what? The Meosaurus?
Meosaura.
Meosaura.
Sara.
Oh, you're getting it better than I am. Meosaura.
They found over 200 of these complete in the U.S.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Of course, then for you Jurassic Park fans, the stegosaurus with the huge brain. These guys, very crafty, very smart. I'm sure not many animals stood a chance against them when it came to dinner. You said they're like a goat?
They are. They're the closest of the dinosaur that
They butt heads.
they do butt heads, and it's, you know, it's territorial, or it's for the female that's walking around.
Ah, fighting
you
over a
know-
woman. Okay.
The biggest thing I think, and we're only halfway through this, is that I never really knew how so many of them were found not that long ago, and completely. I mean, complete. I mean, when I go to the museum, I see like pieces and parts, and they put them together, and they kind of hung them.
So they found whole dinosaurs.
Most of these have been proven that there's whole dinosaurs out there. So, I don't know. We've learned some things today.
Yeah, we're learning.
Who knew?
Yeah, feels good. Look at these guys. Wow. It's like she said, we aren't even halfway through this park. I don't know if we're going to be able to talk about all of them.
Oh my gosh, look at these. This is the ones I like.
I know, brontosaurus.
I know.
Ah.
These are awesome.
You talk about a long, tall drink of water. Wow. And these guys were plant eaters. As huge as these things are, they ate plants and got that big. Okay, wrong again. It's an ultrasaurus, not brontosaurus. Sorry. Sorry, paleontology fans.
I'll ride that one if you ride that one.
A challenge. Love a challenge.
We have no idea where we're at. this thing goes like in one huge circle, but then it also takes off and it darts, and all of a sudden you turn a corner and there's something there.
I don't know why, but I have this feeling of an ominous presence. I don't know what it is, but I feel like we're walking into something. Oh gee. Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Would you like to be facing something that like it's real like that?
Man, look at this. I'm gonna give you a shot of the tongue. I'm gonna kind of go past the rope a little bit. Just picture this dude chomping on you. And the tongue, if you look at it too, we just noticed. Look at the red. Looks like blood. Like he just had lunch, which I guess for us would be a good thing. It's the Dryptosaurus. Never heard of a Dryptosaurus, but I would never laugh at him about his name either. I don't think we realize how blessed we are not to be living in that time. Okay, how many of you want to run through the skeleton? That's what it's for, but you can't right now because of the pandemic. Look at that. It's amazing. I'm not quite sure what this is for, but I would figure a bathroom. But you really have to want to go. By the way, is the Triceratops. We finally found one. I knew we would. I just didn't know enough to recognize it.
Did you know?
Did you know?
Did you know that, what was it called?
The Triceratops.
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 So its skull weighed up to 110 pounds.
Wow.
When they found it.
Wow.
That was after everything was off of it.
It's really
and they
thick
found
too.
the skeleton of the head, 110 pounds. And it's very thick, and it is the only dinosaur skeleton that they have found that has not been fossilized. And the reason they're saying is because it's so thick. It just, fossilization, is that a word?
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. Anyway, it didn't fossil.
So what we learned here is, in the old days, you had to be thick-headed to survive.
Sounds like it.
Okay, look at this caution tape through this guy's mouth. Like you have to be told not to stick your hand or head in there. I wouldn't do it if I were you. Just saying. And this is the fossil dig that they affectionately call the boneyard. This is the entrance, of course, because of COVID. It's closed up. But if you look right through there, that little gray area, that's where you do your fossil digging. Kids love it. And this can't stay closed forever. So if you want to bring your kids out to this, I would make plans. Okay, the fossil dig is a different place, but it's pretty much the same thing. You're looking for bones and fragments, and in this big long tray right there that's pretty much cinder block and concrete, you dig for gold.
The fossil dig is the kids get around there and then they dig and dig for however long, and then they allow them to pick out the three favorite ones, and then they get to take them
Three
home.
favorite ones.
3 favorite fossils.
Okay, 3 favorite fossils. Remember that if you come. You dig?
Yeah, I dig.
And now, as usual, we exit through the gift shop. Okay, this is where the kids would go crazy. Look at the nightlife. Oh, huh? Can we have one of these? Oh, can't touch anything unless you're planning to buy it, just so you know. Even more creatures from prehistoric times. Okay, this kind of confuses me. A car that looks like I'd buy one of those. And if you're wondering how you'll carry your goodies home, here you go. You just load them up on a flatbed. Serious. What I'm not understanding is how these guys have to do with prehistoric animals. Yeah, get these guys. But yeah, so is it the chicken and egg question or? Okay guys, that's where we're going to wrap up this trip through the Ice Age. Don't forget, if you like this episode, please give us a thumbs up. That really helps us grow. And if you would, hit the free subscribe button. That's right, you can subscribe absolutely free. And if you want to be notified whenever we make a new video, just click the notification bell.
And we'll see you at the next video.
That's right, don't forget, adventure is as close as the next off-ramp.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we're kicking it old school today too. Paleontologus.
Up to it.
Whoa. Well, excuse me. Seriously. Wow. Nice dinosaur. Wow. Wow. He's got a real tongue. I'm going uphill. Ancestor of the armadillo. And it just looks so fun, like, hey, what's going on? It's a Yauplosaurus. Did I say that right?
Yoho-flossifer.
Yeah.
Yoho-floss.
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't know either.